McCallum looks up. Curler! Cracking goal! Priory Lane on Bonfire Weekend and Eastbourne Borough welcome Poole Town. Will we see the sparks fly? A blaze of action, a box full of sparklers, or even a damp squib. We'll bring you all the action either way in this National South fixture, sponsored by Plan Ahead. It's the Sports against the Dolphins. And the standard of the local Royal British Legion accompanies the teams out on this beginning of Remembrance Week. They shall grow not old, the proud standard of the Royal British Legion, and 22 young men in a minute's silence. So poignant memories, the freedoms that we have built on the sacrifices of the past. On it goes with the game. Oh, and that ball given away there in the crossfield pass by Drage. Wills probes it long up the right-hand side. Taylor will chase it down. Keeps it in, right out on the touchline. Goes past his man. Gets a ball across, but it's much too long. Sergio finds Willard. Checks infield. Needs a red shirt, finds Redwood. Redwood puts it through towards Taylor. Taylor's on the end of it, the keeper's out. Quick Hutchins spots the danger and gets down to it. Wiskin's header falls to Torres. Splays it out to Willard, his third or fourth touch so far. Has a little run, wants to get the cross in, and he wins the corner. Corner of the game, 10th minute, floated across. It's a blue head first, but it comes to Torres, looking for the shot. No, it's played it wide. Will swings it in massively, and the keeper actually gets a hand on it. Clock showing 10 minutes played. Right in under the bar. Again, it's a blue head, gets it away first. Again, Torres is there on the edge of the box. And a much too high boot there from Dawes, gets away with it, and the Borough still have the ball. Launched back in, comes to nothing. Out wide on the Poole left. There's a man outside if he wants. Checked infield instead. Looks at his options. Little ball through the middle, but there's a red boot anyway. And a surging run through the middle here. And a decent shot, and it's the first goal. Warren Bentley there. Very good run onto that through ball. Caught the Borough out after that attack. It was a very swift rebound attack, really, but it's put the visitors one up. Eastbourne Borough 0, Poole Town 1. Down to Bedford on the right-hand side, beats one. Takes it to the byline. Decent cross, intercepted by Drage, and it's gone for the corner. First corner of the game for them in the 20th minute. Into the near post, headed away partly by Wills, followed up by Brooks, overhead. Off the line. Yeah! Not off the line, in fact. Borough just stopped the ball, didn't clear it. And Poole Town take ruthless advantage, and they're 2-0 up on 20 minutes. Throw in high up on the Poole left. Decent cross. Marvin Brooks heads it over. Well, the returning hero is making his impression this afternoon. Dawes looks up now. Is he on the run? Flicks it out wide. Played across. Oh, and it just does not quite find Willard's head. Harris. Diagonal little ball through to Willard. And now Dawes. Dawes tries the shot, and it's a decent one too. Curls, but it doesn't curl enough. Dixon, 1 against 1 if he wants. Checks infield, lays it off. There's the shot, and it's way too high. They've got two. If they got a third, Borough would really struggle in the second half. Out it goes to the far post. And the header just across goal and just wide of the right-hand post. Not a disastrous half-time score, but a half-time score that will give Jamie Howell and his coaching staff a headache as they go into the dressing rooms with Borough 2 goals down and Poole Town really having only to sit on that lead and go home to Dorset with the points. Good little ball this time from Dawes to Harris. Needs support though. Finds Hendon. Hendon launches it. A bit more direct this time from Borough perhaps. Taylor with the header. Whacked away from the back. Brooks wide there. And finds, and a very obvious block, and there's no question the card's going to come out for that one. And a dangerous position for the free kick. Comes the kick. Oh, direct strike, and you can't argue with that one either. Well, the Borough completely outthought, outplayed and outstruck with that direct free kick. They now have a higher mountain to climb. Taylor, 1 against 1, cracks a shot just wide and only just wide. Taylor's nod down. Torres races onto it, gets a half-decent shot in, keeper sees it, still 3-0. Looping pass out to the far side for Willard from Wills. Another good cross this time. Oh, and nearly put into his own net there by the defender. Here's the corner. Oh, that was close. It's across midfield it goes, and now Sergio tries to pierce his way through, finds Ransom the substitute. Back to Hendon. Hendon plays it short. Dawes turns wide, much better from Borough. Harry Ransom with the cross. Keeper needs to claim this one, does so very well. And this is a decent scything move into the area. Just a touch, I think it's a penalty, yeah. So Bentley is on for a hat-trick, 68 minutes, and he has this chance from 12 yards. And he does so, sends the keeper the wrong way. Comprehensive now from Poole Town, they lead by 4 goals to 0. Here's the corner, outswinger. Headed away from the keeper's hands there by the defender. Followed up by Willard. Finds Kane Wills. Wills with a strike into the keeper's midriff. Clean strike, clean save. Drage finds Hendon, knocks it off to Willard. Now operating on the right-hand side. Torres is tightly marked as he has been the whole afternoon. Finds Hendon. Hendon floats one. Falls down to Willard. Oh, and a cracking shot. It's the pattern of the afternoon. Drage advances, Poole Town drop back, and this time there's an overlap for Willard. Good running by Hendon. Good cross as well. Oh, and how did that not go in? Torres wriggles himself room for the shot. Oh, what a lovely shot and what a great save. Into stoppage time now, and will there be a final flourish for the Sports? Hendon lays it off. Worrell hits his wrong foot and doesn't get behind it. There we go. Well, a dismal end to an afternoon that started with some promise for the Borough. They pressed early on, they went 2 goals behind in 5 minutes, halfway through that first half, and they never got back. Poole Town didn't do a lot more, but they didn't have to. 2 dead ball goals in the second half made it 4-0. Borough had a couple of flourishes towards the end, but not enough to make an impact. And they've gone down to their heaviest defeat of the season here. It's finished Eastbourne Borough 0, Poole Town 4. Well, Jamie, 4 goals to 0. Not much positive to salvage from an afternoon like that.
No, not enough to. Not a lot of positives really. I think the only possible positive was probably Harry Ransom coming in, 17-year-old kid coming in, showing more desire and application than I've got a lot of senior players doing. So that was a positive for me. But apart from that, I'm struggling to find a lot.
First 15 minutes was quite even and you dominated the ball, but a bit blunt, and then 2 goals in 5 minutes.
Well, I think now after certain amount of games. I think, to be honest with you, you don't have to be a rocket science to understand where we're struggling. I think we play some nice football, we get some good areas, but at the end of the day, if you can't, I don't think we had one shot first half. And to be honest with you, I thought we were playing better than them.
Yes.
But they're 2-0 up.
Yeah.
So, maybe they're right, but there's a balance. And to be honest with you, that's been a common theme. So that's down for me to sort out, and then I need to do it quickly.
Because Poole Town, all respect to them, weren't world beaters, but they didn't have to be. They simply blanketed you, really.
I think they blanketed us. I thought we were toothless. I think the goals we gave away were soft. I think we've got people that, I don't like to criticise players, but at the end of the day, it happens all the time. We're weak. We're mentally weak as a team, and I need to change it. So that's what we need to do.
It does show that the league, certainly across the middle of this division, there's really not an awful lot to choose.
No, not really. Like I say, I think first 15 minutes I thought we played some good football. I thought we looked all right. But at the end of the day, how many shots and how many crosses we do? And it's something we talk about all the time in training. It's hard for actually sort of trying to comprehend where I don't understand it. All we do is get a shot, put it into a dangerous area, and we don't do that. And if we don't ask questions, we don't score a lot of goals. And that's why we've got 0 and they've got 4.
Well, Jamie, we're the first to pat you on the back when it goes right, and I'm sure it will another week, because there's always another week in football, but right off today and put it to bed.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, it's a bad day at the office, but we've got a game here on Tuesday at Hungerford, and we need to work hard to get it right.
Thanks very much,
Thank
Jamie.
you.